But that it was like its big circular self. If anything, we are making a lot of money off of these.
Yeah. They're money makers.
Like, let's see. Look at that. We're almost at the 200,000 mark. Which is how much we actually need for the house, right?
Yes, but you need more wood.
We need more wood, which I need my axe!
My ass!
Dude, my freaking butt is blasting.
What's it blasting?
It's blasting aliens.
Oh my goodness, I thought
They're
it was
trying to
music.
probe.
Oh, that's kinky.
I mean, like, depends on, like, the alien, I guess.
It's inappropriate.
And I guess it also depends on consent.
Very much so. They usually don't.
Usually don't, no.
Have you ever seen Mars Attacks?
Is that like a movie?
Uh-huh.
No.
Oh.
I'm not normally a very big real-life movie guy.
It was real life, but it was also puppets.
Oh.
Like costumes with the aliens.
I
It was a
mean,
comedy.
oh, comedies are typically pretty nice.
Yeah, it's a dark comedy.
Oh.
So take that as you will.
Well, you know what they say. You have a better IQ if you like dark comedy.
I do like dark comedy. Though I haven't seen that in a long time, so I don't know how it holds up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw it when I was like a high schooler.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have aged poorly, honestly.
And a lot of things could have aged poorly. But you know what didn't age poorly?
My IQ,
Your IQ is as strong as ever, Cloud.
which was not very good, actually.
I'm sure it's fine.
I don't even remember what my IQ was. I don't think I even took it.
I've never taken an IQ test.
Yeah, I don't think I did. What I did take was the SATs,
Mm-hmm.
which wasn't great. And
SATs are not important.
Yeah, I mean, I had a hard time focusing on it. That was my problem. Whenever I do tests, I always get like sleepy. So it made focusing really hard. But I did take another test, which was a more like a personality one for what career goals you'd be best at. Did you ever take one of those?
I don't know. I don't think I did. No, I can't say that because I feel like I did, but like I don't remember what I could have possibly gotten.
Yeah, I know they gave you like top 3 results. And of my top 3, I really only remember the top 2. But I think the third one had to do something with, like, graveyard shift or something.
Dude. Like, I say absolutely hell no to graveyard shifts. I mean, if anything, like, you know, working at a graveyard might actually be nice to a degree.
Sounded neat because, like, okay, depending like your superstition as well, like, you know, it might not be a good idea if you're like, I was in a graveyard working my day shift, and then suddenly like I heard something really creepy. I have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
But no, working in a graveyard would be really cool. No, my top 2 though was number 1 was basically like businessman, like working at a front desk office. Which is kind of what I do now, as a hotel clerk. And then the other was my number 2 was doing like comic work and stuff like that.
Ah, mangaka.
Yeah, professional artist.
Dude, like, real respect to mangakas. Like, they
Yeah,
have
it takes so much time. Oh my god.
so much time, and sometimes they even like go into like health problems too.
Oh, trust me, I've experienced a small dosage of it by just doing fun stuff, and it's like, oh my god. Yeah, remember that time I told you like I didn't eat for 12 hours
Yes.
because I was focusing on a comic I was working on?
Yes.
That was for fun.
Oh my god.
I can't imagine doing it like as a profession every time, and then you just like, fuck, I am going to die.
Right? Like, and it really saddens me too, right? Because there was like this really like good like manga that like was published in Shonen Jump, right?
Yes.
And I really freaking loved it, and it looked really nice. But it was like it had to be a one shot because the guy had like he tried to get into like Shonen Jump like so many times prior that he just kind of fell into like, you know, a health issue spiral, and so he had his, and so he couldn't continue, and it really sucked because it was really good. It was like a slice of life little dragon girl, and it was like really cool, and it was like, wow, this is a Shonen Jump, a shonen anime. It was very well done and like, you know, very interesting, but all in all, like he just couldn't like continue, and it makes me very sad.
Yeah.
Because I would have loved to have seen where it went, but no, I also understand very much so that like, you know,
just can't do it sometimes.
Just can't do it sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, he could have given the idea to somebody else to finish it, but it's still
really sad.
Yeah.
I want this.
You can't have it.
I want the woolly fur ball.
Oh, also, just so you're aware, the woolly fur ball is not the same as wool.
Yes. I'm just trying to like get as much as I can so that I can gift it to them, and hopefully like,
you're planning ahead.
I try.
Yeah, I was just thinking like the very basic, like you don't want to try to pretend the wool machine.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to like think a little bit ahead so that like I can do the jizz.
I can do anything that I want.
Anything?
Anything that I want.
Anything for you.
Bye. Dude, I still want that freaking limited edition Persona 4 packet.
Dude, like, I totally hear you. Like, I am...
Oh, I want it so bad in my soul.
Like, if anything, I know that, like, I have to be ready. Because Limited Run Games is the one who is publishing Tamba.
Oh, I see, yeah.
And knowing full well that they're the ones publishing Tamba, that means that I gotta be ready for like a limited edition freaking Tamba thing.
And you probably want to get the very nice one, huh?
Oh, I want to get the best one if I possibly can. Because I freaking love Tamba. Like, I have so much fond memories of playing Tamba, you know, as a child.
Was she in your house?
Yes.
Yeah, she'll when it's raining out, she'll be in your home.
I know. I totally forgot. I was like, what the hell?
And it's really funny because if you're married to somebody else, she still visits. Like, why are you in my house?
Like, it's just so weird. We'll go ahead and we'll put the woolly wool.
Because I don't want to get the special edition of Persona 3. But I do want Persona 4.
I get you.
Because that was my game. I love that game. I beat that game. And I was like, this game rocks.
Yeah.
Though I never played Golden, which is the version that they're selling it.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same as the as Persona 3P. Where basically you don't get to walk around and all that different type of jazz.
Oh, you don't?
As far as I'm aware, I don't think you do.
I like walking around.
Yeah, I getcha.
Though I do know there's a garden in that one.
Do I need the stone? I totally forgot.
The what?
The rocks?
Oh, no. No, rocks are completely useless.
Okay.
It's like that meme from Gravity Falls.
This is worthless!
Yep, that's rocks in this game.
Yeah.
But you know what they're not in other games?
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, I think it takes up to Persona 4 to give the rocks a purpose.
You mean Rune Factory?
Oh, yes, thank you. That's what I meant. You know what I meant.
No, I know I know what you meant, but like I felt like I had to make sure.
Yeah. You got me.
I get you. So this is all good now, right? I can get rid of it?
Yeah. Time to harvest. I know it's summer music, but it sounds like Christmas.
Yeah, it kind of does, actually.
It's the bells.
It's definitely the bells.
It's so funny.
It's Hell's Bells!
Hell's Mellows!
Yes!
Beep 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 beep. Did you know?
Oh. I know what?
I don't like Rukia's brother.
You don't like what?
Rukia's brother.
Lugia's brother?
No, Rukia.
Oh, yes.
I know we were talking about it, but I just wanted to say it again. Let me vent. He sucks.
No, I get you. Like, he's not my first choice of like, characters that I like. It's definitely, like, the mother flippin' Chad.
I was gonna say Chad, yeah.
Dude,
Like, for me, it's between Chad and Rukia.
Dude, like, I love Chad. Chad was always my #1 since his first introduction. I loved him.
It's a shame how they treated him later on, huh?
Dude, like, they shafted him so hard. And when they made, like, an entire arc about his power, they shafted him more!
Yep.
I was so upset!
That's a shonen that doesn't know how to write characters.
Like, oh my god, I love Chad so much. Like, honestly, like, if you ask me, like, you know, what's better, the regular or the abridged? I love the abridged version of it.
There's a bridge version?
There's an abridged version. I'll show it to you, like, probably after we're done recording.
Okay.
It's, like, my favorite thing.
I shouldn't be surprised that there isn't a bridge version. There almost is always someone who makes one.
Mm-hmm. And they're actually pretty good at it, too.
Nice.
Like, if I had to, like, really say, like, the good abridged series, we all know that DBZ is up there. Like, it is probably the king, the pinnacle of everything.
It is.
And then also Yu-Gi-Oh, of course, is also up there.
Yeah, it's just it's an old classic that was, like, the first of its kind, I think.
Yeah.
This is when it really started, and he did pretty well for just a one-show act.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
And he struggled a lot because he kept getting, like, sick and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of, like, hiatuses.
Yeah. Like, honestly, like, Little Karibo.
Yep.
Or was it Little Wing Karibo?
No, Little Karibo.
Little Karibo, you know, he did God's work.
That he did.
Another good one is definitely SAO Abridged. Now, I know that Sword Art Online is really dumb. And I mean, it is really dumb. I absolutely disliked... I like the first half of Sword Art Online for Season 1, but then the second half was just really stupid. But, like... But like even then, like the first part still had like its flaws. It was good, but it wasn't like great. But then like, you know, I watched the abridged version and they actually like gave the main character, for one, yeah, sure, he's still an a-hole and whatnot, but he has like time to grow and he still like has some vulnerabilities. Like when somebody calls him an a-hole, he runs off crying.
Good.
And I love that. I really do.
He needs to suffer for
just
his mistakes.
Yes. And so like, you know, and throughout like the entire thing, yeah, he is an a-hole like a majority of the way through, but like, you know, and he even has like trauma. He actually goes through traumatic events. You know, showing that he has like, you know, a soul. Which is very nice. And then like, you know, at a certain point, he's like, so why do I care about these people that have nothing to do with me?
That is good.
So
yeah, no, I think my issue with Sword Art Online is that whenever there's a series that comes out that's something similar to it, where like you're trapped in the digital world, blah 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 blah, isekai basically.
Yeah.
And when people see them, they instantly go, "Oh, it's like SAO." It's like, "Fuck you!"
Right?
Because like the first one who did that, guess what? Wasn't SAO or whatever. It was technically speaking, it was actually Monster Farm.
Yeah.
But the most popular one is Dot Hack.
Yes, Dot Hack was definitely like one of the ones.
Yeah, but and also Digimon.
Yeah, and Digimon.
Because that is a digital world, which is a video game.
And it's also an isekai, yeah.
The one that's closest to us though is Digimon Tamers.
I mean, like even then, like Guilmon kind of comes into the digital world.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. It's one of the more like close examples of being swept up into the digital world as a previously made thing, like a video game.
Yeah.
Which, because okay, in Adventure 1 and 2, it wasn't really a concept that people really understood. It was just kind of there.
Yeah.
While in Tamers, the series for them is a series for us.
Yes.
So those kids were also playing the games. They were also doing the same things that we were doing, like making our own Digimon and stuff like that. So that's why it's more isekai, similar to Dot Hack, than, you know, just any other isekai, just anime where you get hit by a car and suddenly you're in a different world.
Dude, Guilmon got reverse isekai.
That he did.
He came to the human world. God, man. Whatever God sent him here, like, hated him.
Now he got a good deal out of it.
Yeah, he got freaking Takaru.
Takato. I love Takato. He is a crying little baby boy, and I love him.
Dude, I love it when, like, you know, the main character is not necessarily, like, this really, like, level-headed piece of turd, you know?
Yeah.
Which is kind of a shame, because all the main characters that I've made are kind of level-headed.
Yeah.
I mean, except for maybe, like, main character who I've named Hero, because he's kind of like okay with the idea of him being kind of like somewhat isekai, but like altogether he's not like overpowered or anything, and he's just genuinely kind to everyone, which a lot of people don't really understand why he's the way that he is, but that's just kind of like how he is, I guess.
Dun dun dun.
But all in all, you know, he's not strong. He's actually quite weak. And like, you know, he doesn't like just start off like, you know, knowing how to use the sword, like
like a lot of other main characters who just like are magically perfect.
Yeah, like if I realistically had to like make it into a game, right? Like, I would want there to be, like, a mechanic where, like, you know, over time, as your, like, proficiency with the weapon kind of, like, goes up higher, you know, like, there are times where, like, the main character will trip, slip, and fall, or, like, maybe, like, lean too much into his attack and kind of, like, you know, get, like, a little bit of, you know, additional frames to his attack where he's kind of stumbling. Dang it. You know, something along those lines.
Yes.
And then as he basically gets better, you know, the later you go into the game, then basically, like, those little quirks go away, and, you know, he gets better as a swordsman. At least that's the idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whenever they started, like, perfect, I always like, eh. Let them falter, let them stumble, let them learn.
Yeah, and so, like, the whole thing with him, with the main character, is that he's like, dang it. He's kind of like, in this world, he doesn't know. He has to fight, but he doesn't want to fight, because he's not good at fighting. He's good at running away, but that's about it. So he's fast. Or he's meant to be fast. But, like, yet again, if I had to really, like, you know, if I had to make it an RPG, you would have a choice between having more defense, having more power, having more speed, something along those lines.
Yeah, one of the things I also really enjoyed with RPGs like that is upping my dexterity. So that people have, like, no ability to hit me.
Yeah. But, like... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that's just fun.
Yeah. So, like, if anything, like, he's supposed to be, like, a really fast fighter, so he like, his attack swings are a lot faster, he's a lot more maneuverable.
Yeah.
And that's, like, kind of like the whole thought process behind it, at the very least.
Yes.
But all in all, he's not a fighter, and he has to kind of, like, get that through his mental, that, like, he has to do this. And eventually he'll have to go home. But towards the end of his journey, he doesn't exactly want to go home. Or he's not sure if he wants to go home, or if he wants to stay.
Yeah.
And so he kind of, like, stays for a while.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Orange! Sorry, I had, like, a orange bounced out of the bowl.
It's all
completely ruined my score.
No!
I was doing so well and the orange bounced.
Dang it!
It's really funny. It flung. So fast.
And so when, like, the third part of the game, yes, the third part, I have, like, it's, like, separated into 3 sections, so if there is a game, it would be the third game. Where basically, he would kind of, like, get exalterated, I don't know the exact word, but he would become, like, a hero to the people by the end of his game. Of the first game. And so, like, you know, he would kind of, like, become, you know, hero. He would get a little bit cocky and kind of, like, stop training for a while because time of peace and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then he has to deal with, like, you know, being a hero.
Yes.
Where, like, you know, he basically has to be more for the people than he is technically for himself. And he finds that he's actually really good at playing the hero. He actually really wants to help everyone. And he basically tries his best to help and save everyone he possibly can. But eventually when he can't save everyone, his mental kind of goes down the gutter to a degree. Because because he sees himself, I'm a hero, I can't let people die. But here, there are people who are dying right in front of me and I can't do anything about it. And it doesn't like, oh, one person dies and like, you know, it's immediately down the gutter. I hate it when shows do that.
Yeah, they just make it seem less important.
Yeah, it's basically like over time, like as he's unable to save more and more people, that's when, you know, he starts kind of like having self-doubt, and he basically has to kind of like get through that.
And I like One Piece, when Luffy kept losing. Like, he lost the fight against Kuma, to protect his friends, and they got separated. And then he lost the fight against protecting Ace, with having to see his bro die right in front of him. So by the time that he and Jinbei had their moment together, he was literally having a breakdown.
Yes.
And it was very well done.
Oh, it was. Like, God. I love that moment.
It's, oh god, it hits so hard. And also, I've heard people, like, praising Naruto for having him have a breakdown. But, dude, it's so pathetic.
No, I would definitely think that it probably would be.
Compared to how Luffy reacted versus freaking Naruto, it's just like, no.
Yeah, like, if anything, like, One Piece did it, like, mwah, chef's kiss.
I mean, dude, Oda, he is really good at creating stories and worlds and build up and, you know. Like, goddamn. And it's not to say that Naruto never had anything going for it, because okay, here's the thing. The opening half of the series, where it was starting, was interesting.
Yes.
The Haku and Zabuza bits.
Oh, I love it.
That's like one of the best parts.
Dude, I love it when Zabuza freaking cried.
Right?
Like, that was
dude,
like,
They made a villain character sympathetic.
Yes.
And very well.
You know what I hate about it, though?
Does it all the time.
I mean, yes.
They even give you like the backstory of pieces of shit that still are not redeemable.
Yes.
And you'll be like, okay, see why they're like this. Still fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You don't have to like that character.
Of course. But you know what I absolutely hate what Naruto did?
What?
Did you know that freaking Zabuza and Haku are actually like way stronger than the freaking first time we meet them?
What do you mean?
So supposedly, I don't exactly know how true this is, but apparently Zabuza is freaking Akatsuki level.
Who's Akatsuki?
Like Itachi, Kisame, the people who wear the coats.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Itachi, Sasuke's brother.
Oh, that piece of shit, yeah.
Yeah, so you know the organization he belongs to?
Kinda. I know I know what outfit you're talking about now. I didn't really follow after that point, because I kind of, like, saw the show as being bullshit. So I'm just like, fuck this, I'm out.
Well,
but,
so yeah, supposedly Zabuza was actually, like, their level.
Okay. I mean, he was injured, though.
I mean, yeah, he was injured and, like, all that different type of jazz, but, like, supposedly he was supposed to be, like, much stronger than what the beginning of the show kind of, like, made him out to be. And that, to me, is just, like, you guys can't just, like... You guys can't just do that.
He was having a bad day, don't worry about it.
I mean, yeah, but, like, it's still, like,
Yeah, I know. It's, kind of a cop-out.
It makes me angry.
It makes you hungry for more. Read fanfiction that fix it.
Wait, so I was talking about something. What was I talking? Oh yes, I was talking about like my story and like how things like happens, right? Yes. So like there's like a point, right, where they're getting some dubs, they're getting some wins, and then all of a sudden one of the main characters gets kidnapped.
Oh.
Like right from under like their like noses. Like he just kind of like teleports in, teleports out. The main hero tries to save her the best he can, right?
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, he gets like kicked out of the teleportation, and he just kind of like starts freaking the heck out. This is the one person that he can't fail to save, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, luckily for him, with his unique powers, he knows where his party members are pretty much almost at all time.
Oh.
So he can basically track and locate where this party member was specifically taken. And so he goes, he rallies the troops, and they go in and they invade this son of a gun place, right?
Yeah.
And so what ends up happening is that the main character has this power, right? Where he can basically electrify his body.
Oh.
And by electrifying his body, he can basically like amp up his strength and speed.
The Pikachu.
Kind of like Pikachu. Except by doing that, his brain typically wouldn't be able to keep up. And so what he has to do is he has to keep electrifying his brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by doing that, he kind of, deteriorates his brain to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to a point where, like, he gets, like, very bad chronic insomnia.
Oh.
And so, what he does is that he basically, like, busts in and just kind of, like, goes ham. He just, like, he turns this power on and he does not turn it off. And he has to go down, like, flights of stairs all the way down to the lowest levels just to try and save this one character, right?
Yes.
And so when he gets there, he beats the crud out of the guy who basically kidnapped her. And he thinks everything is alright, and so he turns off the power. He can't really move too much. He's worn himself out way too raggedy.
Raggedy Ann.
And as soon as he's about to let her out, the guy wakes back up and basically starts beating the absolute crud out of him. The main character knows he can't beat him at this point. He's way too done. He's way too out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what he does is that with his last remaining, like, power, he basically shoots the remaining amount of his electricity that he has at his partner, where his partner is basically being, like, restrained, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he, like, shoots the leather wrapped around her, like, arm, which allows her to basically become free so that she can basically be the one to save him. So while it's kind of like a, damsel in distress kind of situation, it also, kind of like turns it on its head to where the hero who is trying to rescue the damsel is now the one who is in need of the rescuing.
Yes.
Which I think is fairly clever. And it's kind of come down to the point where, like, it just kind of feels right, and it feels like it's kind of okay-ish. Could definitely be done better.
Mm-hmm.
I feel.
Yeah, I mean, there's always, like, things anyone could do to mix things up a bit. Because, like, I remember. Okay, so have you seen the live-action remake of The Little Mermaid?
I have not seen it, but I know of it.
Okay, and you were aware of the changes that they made?
I'm aware of at least, like, the Little Mermaid not being, like, a white skinned mermaid, and honestly doesn't really matter to me. It's a mermaid, it's a fictional character and whatnot, so
that doesn't matter. No. The problem I have with it, I found out, is that they completely removed the whole aspect that was the point of the series, of this adaptation anyway, was so Ariel, the mermaid, saves Prince, was Eric, and in return, at the very end, he saves her. In the new version, she saves him both times. He never once does anything. So it makes the whole relationship like, what's even the point? There's no sacrifices between the two of them giving each other for something for the other.
Yeah, it's very one-sided feeling.
Yeah, and that is like completely against the whole point of the series.
Yeah.
Of the story, anyway. Because in the original story, it doesn't end up in a happy ending at all.
Yeah, she turns into sea foam.
Yeah, because she refused to stab him.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, the prince was originally, like, an asshole anyway.
Oh.
Like, there was no sea witch. Of, like, you know, tricking her and then, like, oh, they're about to fall in love, so I need to disguise myself as another pretty lady and brainwash him into liking me. There was none of that in the original. It was just like, she was there, he's like, cool, whatever, and then he sees another lady and he's like, ooh, I like her better. And then he wants to marry her and keeps putting the other girl down. And that's when, like, the other mermaid comes in and is like, here, if you just stab him, you'll be free of this curse and we can live together happily, right? But she's like, no, despite that he's an asshole to me, like, I still love him, and she doesn't stab him, and then she ends up dying. Because her time limit ran out. So, that's the original.
Yeah, I don't like, that's abusive relationships in a nutshell, though.
Yep. Yeah, so the Disney version is a lot better compared. I mean, the Disney version of Rapunzel is a lot better than the original.
Yes.
And I'm not going to talk about it, but you are aware of the original Rapunzel, right?
Yes.
There's a couple of different versions of it, but the main one does involve her being pregnant.
Yes, it is very mad yikes.
Oh, same with actually, oh God, which
Sleeping
one was it?
Beauty is also kind of an effed up one.
Yeah, because she wakes up to her newborn babies suckling her fingers to get the needle thing out.
And it was her father, too.
What was it?
At least that's like the story I remember hearing about.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Like, I think the one I heard, it was like, some guy comes to her window and does it, but doesn't matter. Regardless, it's still like,
it's very mad yikes.
Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm getting all of the wood.
Get all of it.
I'm running out of HP, though.
I was like, what day are we on? Like, we're not even close to being the treasure hunt event.
Yeah, I wonder how much wood that we've gotten over, like, the past, like, couple of days. That's probably going to be the last one that I'm going to be able to get.
Yep.
Let's see, like, how much wood do we have? Almost 1,000.
Nice.
Oh, I keep forgetting to check with Godwin, though. Maybe we can go over there right fast and see.
Yeah, give it a go.
Ah, no, it just closed.
Aw. The bastard.
Couldn't be up for one more hour?
Nope.
What a lamesicle.
What a lame cat.
Right? Actually, how much money do we have as well? Ooh, we have 200,000.
Okay, goddamn.
Dude, we have enough. It's just we're waiting on like a couple of other things. Okay, so at least now I don't really have to I mean, it's probably still good to have as much money as we possibly can.
Yes. I mean, you need to upgrade your house, yo.
Yeah, but wait, how much money do we need for the house? It's 200,000, right?
I think so.
Because if we have enough for the house, then the only other things that we really need to, like, pay for are going to be seeds. But we're pretty much just kind of using these different areas to, like, already house the seeds.
Mm-hmm.
So, all in all, it's kind of already taking care of itself to a degree.
You know what we haven't been doing?
What have we not been doing?
Checking the library for magic.
Oh, you know, you're right. I mean, then again, like, I'm kind of set with the magic I feel like we've already got.
You don't want meteor?
Dude, if there is a meteor, I want it.
Or a life absorber?
Is that actually a thing?
Or explosion?
Dude. Darker than dark.
Inferno? Crimson fire?
Dude, I love that you say Crimson Fire.
That's what it's called!
Because, like, that's exactly was, like, darker than dark. Blacker than black. I don't remember everything about that little incantation. But, like, God, do I freaking love it. It's Konosuba. I love Konosuba.
I see. Yeah, so we have teleport.
Mm-hmm.
And I think medication.
Mm-hmm.
That's our healing one.
Fireball as well.
Okay. But, what was the place that we just cleared?
Not Carmine Cave, it's... We can go take a look at it.
Was it Clemens?
Tauros.
Tauros? Okay, so you should be able to unlock Cure and Water Laser now.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure Cure is the better version of medication.
Lovely, lovely. I gotta wait till 9! Well, I'm sure there's still some stuff that we can basically go do.
Yeah, talk to what's-his-face.
Who's what's-his-face?
The guy who will upgrade your house.
Oh, yeah. Newman.
Newman, the guy we don't like.
You think if we make friends with him, he'll actually give us a discount?
No.
Aww.
He's a bastard. Okay, let's see. Newman. He likes grilled shrimp and apple, orange, eggs, and fried large snapper. Actually, I have no idea if it was snapper. It says snap. So I was like, I don't know what snap means.
Well, you know, like a red snapper. It's a fish.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't say snapper. It says snap.
I would assume that, like, it's kind of in the same realm. Maybe.
I'm assuming myself, but I could be wrong. Yeah, so that's the number you need.
Ooh.
So you don't have to talk to Newman now. I gotcha.
Let me in! Let me in!
You can't go in! He's naked!
I wanna see them giblets.
Oh.